the countdown to President Trump's historic summit with North Korean leader Kim Jong Un. George is on his way there now. The summit almost here after weeks of questions about whether it would actually happen or not. Our senior White House correspondent Cecilia Vega has the very latest on the last-minute preparations that are going on right now. Good morning, Cecilia.
It is actually happening. Amy, good morning to you again. On again, off again. It is back on, even though President Trump now says he still could walk away.
President Trump's most important meeting yet, now just days away. And he says he's prepared, sort of.
I think I'm very well prepared. I don't think I have to prepare very much. It's about attitude. It's about willingness to get things done.
Now his Secretary of State playing cleanup.
The president continues to follow every development closely and is getting daily briefings from his national security team.
As for how long the historic meeting between President Trump and Kim Jong Un will last, it's supposed to be just one day. But President Trump says, wait and see.
1, 2, 3, depending on what happens.
This art of the deal president is now already tempering expectations.
Well, it's going to be much more than a photo op. I think it's a process. I'd love to say it could happen in one deal. Maybe it can. They have to denuke. If they don't denuclearize, that will not be acceptable.
And in the Rose Garden with Japan's prime minister by his side, he set a sobering bar.
I believe we're going to have a terrific success or a modified success.
His hope? One day normalizing relations with the Hermit Kingdom. And he's changing his tune about one of the world's most brutal dictators.
Maximum pressure is absolutely in effect. We don't use the term anymore because we're going into a friendly negotiation.
Perhaps there might even be an invitation to the U.S. in the near future.
Would it be here at the White House or at Mar-a-Lago?
Maybe we'll start with the White House. What do you think?
Well, we may see Kim Jong Un here soon. As for President preparing for this meeting, he says that we are told that he spent about 10 hours a week with the Secretary of State working on preparations. But you heard him. He says this is not as much about preparations as it is about attitude going in. There was also some question, Amy, about whether Dennis Rodman might show up. We do know that he will be in Singapore during this summit, but President Trump said that while he likes Rodman, he was not invited to attend this summit. So he won't be there, Amy.
All right, that is good to know. It is a very busy next few days for the president. Before Singapore, he is headed to the G7 this morning, a meeting with America's allies that looks to be anything but friendly.
Yeah, this is turning out to be really ugly. Our closest allies like France and Canada are publicly bashing President Trump in a fight over tariffs, and he is now firing back in a series of tweets, just lashing out. In one of them, he called Canada's Justin Trudeau indignant. All of this is happening just hours before he's supposed to sit down for some what will probably be very awkward face-to-face meetings. And Amy, we have just found out that the president is now planning to leave the G7 early.
All right, and making his way to Singapore. Cecilia, thank you so much.